Good afternoon, students. Today we will continue the topic of permutations and combinations. From the topic of permutations and combinations, in the previous class what we have learned is based on the fundamental principle of counting. Nothing but, so in that we will have two ways, that is fundamental principle of multiplication and the one is fundamental principle of addition. So those two ways you have understood for which type of problem which one we need to use. So let us solve the problems based on the fundamental principle of counting, so especially based on exercise 7.1. So in this class we will complete the exercise 7.1. After the completion of exercise 7.1, I will give 5 to 7 MCQs based on just fundamental principle of counting. You can solve within few seconds if you understand when we need to apply multiplication, when we need to apply addition. In some cases, which cases? In the previous session, when it comes to last problem, they have a condition like at least. In that condition, at least, first we have used a multiplication, right? If they said at least two girls like that, two persons like that, at least 2 flags we have discussed. That means 2, in the 2, 3, 4 we have used multiplication, and when it comes to total we have used addition also. So based on the question, sometimes we need to use addition, sometimes we need to use multiplication, sometimes we need to use both. Now let us solve some of the problems. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, assuming that repetition allowed and repetition is not allowed? First of all, we need to focus how many we need to do. How many we need to do? See, as I said, from this chapter, permutations and combinations, solution will be very less. We can solve in 1 or 2 lines. But in exam point of view, you need to write some theory, that is like given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. From the given numbers, we need to form 3-digit numbers. So like that we need to form some theory to fill the page, right? But this content, what we will do now, numerical, that is important, right? We need to form 3-digit numbers, right? So like this boxes also you can write, otherwise simply you put dashes, right? We need to form 3-digit numbers from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, first case we will take. What is first case? Repetition allowed. Repetition of digits is allowed. Repetition of digits is allowed. Then we need to form 3 digits. In that first one we will have how many chances? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many chances? First one we have 5 chances. Second one also we have 5 chances. Third one will also have 5 chances. Why? Because repetition of digits is allowed. For example, if we take 1, here also we can take 1, here also we can take 1. So like that, when repetition allowed, so it will be 5 into 5 into 5, which is 125. So in the same question, another case, that is repetition not allowed. See, when you are writing in notes, so you need to write with some theory part, then only you will get full marks. Repetition not allowed. So here also you need to form 3 digits numbers only. But when it comes to first place or this last place, it will have 5 chances. 5 chances means any one of the 5. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 you can take. Next, second one it will be 3. Next it will be 3. It will be less. Why? Because once we select any number out of 5, next one we cannot select that taken number already. So it will be 4, next it will be 3. So it will be 5 into 4 into 3, which is 60 ways. Here 125 ways. Here one thing, why we need to multiply 5 into 4 into 3? Why we should not do 5 plus 4 plus 3 here is compulsory we need to form 3 digit. So whenever compulsory is there, we need to use multiplication. So this is first solution. Pause the video to note it down. Next, second one. Second solution. How many 3-digit even numbers can be formed? How many 3-digit even numbers can be formed if digits can be repeated? If digits can be repeated means they only said that repetition is allowed. Here they mentioned separately, but here in this question only they have mentioned. So those cases we need to identify carefully. So when it comes to second solution, so 3-digit even numbers. So 3 numbers we need to form 3-digit number, but it should be even. So when the 3-digit number will become even is when the total number is divisible by 2. It is an even number. Otherwise, simply if last digit is even number, it may be 0, 2. So 0 is not there. 2, 4, 6. If last digit is any of these 3, so it will be even number. See, for example, if last digit is 4, first 3 are even, also no problem, odd also no problem. If you take 1, 3, 4 also even, 1, 2, 4 also even. That's nothing but last number should be compulsory even. Then only the total number will become even number. So if last digit is an even number compulsory, how many choices it can take? It will be 3. Only 3, either 2 or 4 or 6 only. So last number will have 3 choices. Next here, digits can be repeated or not repeated? Can be repeated. Repeated means this one will have how many chances? 3 or 4 or 5? It will have 6 chances. What are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So any of the 6 we can take. So this one also, here also 6. For these two, no condition. Why? Because if last number is even, so automatically the total number will become even. So our answer is according to fundamental principle of multiplication, 6 into 6, which is 36 into 3, which is equal to 108 ways. Simple. When if digits can be repeated, for example, in another question or in examination, if digits cannot be repeated, if they given digits cannot be repeated, then what is the case? First of all, focus on last number, not on first and second. Why? Because last should be even, right? So it will have 3 choices. Next, here or here, how many choices? 6? No, it will have only 5 choices. Why? Because any of that even number will substitute, right? Either 2 or 4 or 6. So it will be 5. Why? Because digits cannot be repeated if they ask the condition. So here it will be 4. See, total 6 will be there. If we use 1, it will be 5, it will be 4. So it will be 5 4 20, 23, 60 ways. When if digits cannot be repeated, right? But they ask with this condition, you note down this one. Next, pause the video to note it down. Next one is very important one. How many 4-letter code can be formed using first 10 letters of the English alphabet if no letter can be repeated? Read once again, no problem. These type of theory problems, question we need to read once or twice or thrice until you understand. Why? Because if you understand without putting the pen also, easily by using your mind you can tell the answer. So that's why read carefully. How many 4-letter code? So we need a 4-letter code, right? We need to write how many 4-letter code can be formed using first 10 letters. That means what are the available digits or alphabets we have? 10 letters we have. Whatever it may be A, B, C, whatever it may be. First 10 letters of English alphabet if no letter can be repeated. So that means they have mentioned digits or letters cannot be repeated. So we need to form 4-letter code. So here they did not mention like even or odd. Why? Because this is alphabets, right? So first or last, we will take first. First number will have how many chances? 10 chances. Next one will have 10 or 9. It will have 9 chances. Why? Because this is the condition. No letter can be repeated. That means cannot repeat, right? Repetition not allowed. So next one is 9. Next one is 8. Next one is 7. So by the fundamental principle of multiplication, 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, which is 5040. Right? This is the third solution. Now, another interesting question. So actually these questions are very helpful, and also you will get interest to solve this also. Why? Because you need to use your brain. The question is, how many 5-digit telephone numbers can be constructed? directly you write 5 dashes. How many 5 digit telephone numbers can be constructed using the digits 0 to 9? See this question, so many will think that 0 to 9 means only 9 numbers are available. As here in this question 10 letters are available. Here so many will think that 0 to 9 means 9 numbers will be available. But here 10 numbers will be available. Why? Because 1 to 9 are 9 numbers. But again 0 is there. So availability of numbers is 10. Remember. How many 5 digit telephone numbers can be constructed using the 10 digits? What are those? 0 to 9. If each number starts with 67 and no digit appears more than once, that means you need to form 5 digit telephone number, but each number should start with 67. See, out from these 10 numbers, you need to form 5 digit telephone number, but in that each telephone number 67 should be starting compulsory. So this is the condition. Next, another condition is no digit appears more than once. Simply they are telling repetition not allowed. As these two are compulsory, so only one way. So there is no other chance. You should not write 76 or 96. Should not write. So this is only one way, compulsory. So one way into. Next. So this third one will have how many ways? So 0 to 9 means 10 numbers will be there. That means this will have 10, 9, 8, 7. How much? So it will have 8 chances. Observe carefully. Why? Because out of 0 to 9, out of 10, already we have used 6 and 7. That means we have eliminated 2 numbers starting itself. So remaining availability is only 8. So first this third digit will have 8 chances. Next one will have 7 chances. Next one will have 6 chances. So it will be 6 times 42 into 8. So it will be 8 to 16, 1 equals 20, 32, 30. So this will have 336 ways. Right? So these are first 4 problems of exercise 7.1. Pause the video to note it down. After that I will enter remaining 5 and 6 questions also. Note down. Now question number 5 and question number 6, only these problems are there in this first exercise. So when it comes to question number 5, see now onwards questions based on coin is tossing and die is throwing. See, based on these type of questions will be more in permutations and combinations and also in probability. That is our next coming chapter. So in these two cases this concept is very important. See, remember, whenever we toss a coin, if we toss one coin, generally we will discuss about head or tail, right? Either head will come or tail will come. So total number of possible outcomes are head or tail. Two possible outcomes. But what will come? Either head or tail. Only one will come. But when we are talking about all possible outcomes, either head or tail, it will be 2 outcomes. That means if we toss a coin once, we will get 2 outcomes. So that formula is 2 power n. Formula is 2 power n. How many n times that 2 power that? For example, if we toss 1 time, so it will be 2 power 1, 2 outcomes. If we toss 2 times, then 2 square will get 4 outcomes. You know what are those 4 outcomes? If we toss 2 coins at a time, the result may be both will show heads or both will show tails, or one coin will show head, another coin will show tail, or first coin will show tail, next coin will show head. So these are the 4 outcomes when if we toss 2 coins at a time or tossing a coin 2 times. Here you need to remember, tossing a coin 2 times is equal to tossing 2 coins at a time. Like that, tossing a coin 3 times is equal to tossing a 3 coins at a time. So if we toss a coin 3 times means 2 cube, it will be 8. Like that we will solve. Now a coin is tossed. How many times? 3 times. And the outcomes are recorded. How many possible outcomes? So simple, 2 power 3 which is equal to 8 possible outcomes. 8 possible outcomes. For example, if they ask what are those outcomes, so those outcomes are those 3 coins may be heads. 3 coins may be heads, or first 2 are heads, next one tail, or first and last are head, middle one tail, or first one tail, next 2 are heads, or first 2 are tails, last one head, or first and last are tail, middle one head, or first one head, next 2 are tails, or all are tails. So these are the all possible outcomes. But they asked how many? How many means 8 possible outcomes. This is about question number 5. Now when we discuss about question number 6, see this type of problem already we have discussed in the introduction part of fundamental principle of counting. See, but this question is there in exercise 7.1, we need to discuss now. Given 5 flags of different colors, 5 flags of different colors, that may be red, green, pink, blue and orange. For example, these are the 5 different color flags. Out of those 5, how many different signals can be generated if each signal requires use of 2 flags? Each signal requires the use of 2 flags, one below the other. One below the other. So that means first flag will have how many chances? 5. Either red or green or pink or blue or orange. Any one of that color it can take. Now when it comes to next one, only we have 5 different colors, right? Once if we use red, again that red we cannot use at that same time. So it will be 4 chances. Now according to fundamental principle of counting, by using 5 flags of different colors, we can generate different types of signals if each signal requires the use of 2 flags is equal to 5 into 4, which is equal to 20 number of ways, right? So like this we need to solve problems of fundamental principle of counting. See, this is very easiest method. See, what are the possible cases we need to take, and just we need to multiply. If any possible cases are there, we need to add. So this is about the first introduction part of this chapter, permutations and combinations. In the next class, so actually this permutations and combinations is a combination of 2 topics. What are those? First one is permutations and the other one is combinations. You know, until now we did not go into the topic of permutations or combinations. Just we have given and introduced the basic concept which will be easy to do permutations and also combinations. In the next class, we will enter into the topic of permutations and later on we will go to combinations. Actually, this exercise 7.1 is based on fundamental principle of counting. Exercise 7.2 will be based on some factorials. Exercise 7.3 is based on permutations. Exercise 7.4 is based on combinations. So like that, okay, I think 7.4 or 7.5 like that. See after this introduction part and factorials, what I mean to tell is one exercise is based on permutations and the exercise is based on combinations, but miscellaneous examples and exercise problems will be based on both permutations and also combinations. That's it for the today's class. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Have a nice day. Get ready for that offline assignment. Thank you.